Hello, good afternoon. I guess it's good afternoon today. I I'm not on fire or nothing like that. I just I guess when it comes to penis and circumcision and stuff like that, man, I'm right there. I am right there. You know, but it appears that that's what people like to hear about. So I'm going to swing that direction for just a little while. All right. I was asked to go and look at something that was along the lines of this not Rachel, Dinah. And, I have done this somewhere else before, not necessarily on just Dinah, but the sons of Israel. And it really winds up being quite an interesting tale. I'm looking for a list. I was looking for the list of these guys, the order of their births. And reading right out of Genesis 30, you'll find that 30 means three. Oh, 30 is three, just the number three. And that's about joining together, um, or not, because it's a two-way street there. But anyways, this introduces us to Rachel and her sister. Okay. Um, what do we get out of this? We have Rachel and Leah. Okay, those are the ones. All right, so within the first part in this chapter, it goes like this. It goes like this: that she tells her husband, she says, "I've got to have children, or I'm going to die." And she sees that she's not doing this very well, so she's going to give up one of her handmaids to this to make some children. And so basically, just to give you a quick little synopsis of this, is that if we do not use the right side of our brain, if we do not have this child, our spiritual side of us dies. So this is where the widow comes in to play. All right. So what we have here is Bilhah, and this is how it works in the Bible, but I can't seem to find that anyplace else. But I'll look for it, and there's probably another place in the Bible that will give these sons another order. But right now, I have a place that I went to on the outside, not Wikipedia. But not that there's anything against it, but there's a chance that you can have bad information in there. But what you get here, you get in from Genesis 30 in line, and it talks about the firstborn was Dan to Bilhah. The second one was Naphtali. All right, and then there's another maid shows up, and her name is Zipporah or something like that. And she happens to come under the number 9 in the series. All right, Bilhah, it was under 3, so she was going to give them children. All right, so here let's just back this up real fast. All right, Bilhah gives birth to 2 people, Dan and Naphtali, and then Gad and Asher follow. So that's 4. And Leah has Issachar, Zebulun, and Dinah. And Rachel gives birth to Joseph. That's in chapter 30. That's all they've mentioned in this thing so far. And they actually numbered them as this was the 5th, and this was the 6th, and this was this. But that's the only place you see it like that. And I wanted to tell you that if you were to do this, you've got this 1 through 8. All right, so that's just completing everything except for 9, what would be consciousness itself. All right, but listen here, hear me out. So Dan means judge, so that's 1. 2, which is you, is wrestling, the wrestling between someone else. This is in Jacob's story. Jacob wrestles with himself, or wrestles with something for a long time, and when he finally lays down his head onto a pillow, a stone for a pillow, does he visualize or dream of Jacob's ladder with energy going up and down, and that he sees at the top of this ladder the face of God. Calls the place Peniel. This it's pretty right out there, you know. But if you were to take this in order of the days of creation, the first day, second day, and stuff, the way that the code works with this as well. All right, it goes. So Dan's the first day, the judge. Napali is the second with the wrestle, and then we have Gad, which is 3, which is good fortune, and then we have 4, which is about our worlds, is happy. Remember, whenever these, when Abraham and his wife have a child, is Isaac, that means happy. All right, this is what you get out of this, and what we get is we can laugh at all this crap, and it's all over with. So number 5, which is Issachar, means man for hire. That's number 5, means the skin, the body, man for hire. All right. Zebulun means dwelling. This is the sixth chakra. The number 6 is a dwelling place. All right. Or Zebulun. Number 7, of course, would be when Dinah is born. This is the 7th chakra. This is all female. This part here, Dinah, is the 7th chakra. She's where this wisdom comes from when we meet her. This is what that means. All right. And Dinah just happens to means judgment and vindication and avenge. If this is, who we think it is, she is bent on catching you for taking her over. In the story, she's raped while she goes out and hangs out with the girls. She's raped and taken, sort of like taken away or like a hostage. But in the way the situation is, says, he's lusted after her. And she's, known as a damsel in this, and the damsel is, you've just taken away someone's way. You've taken away someone's way, because that's what the damsel is. The damsel is the one that communicates between here and the mom. And in this communication situations, it is taken away the kundalini part. So there's no communication. And of course, they lusted after him so much they said, you come and hang out with us. Come and be a part of our family. Come over and do with us. Be with us, They said, we'll have nothing to do with this. You guys aren't even circumcised. Oh, there we go. If you guys all circumcise yourselves, then we'll be a part of you, So they agreed. So in the process of agreeing to this, what they did, they didn't know that they were up for their own slaughter. But that's what happens when we go under and take this wife. But anyways, what it is when she was taken away, they wanted to bring her back. And so this is the, kind of along those lines of the Helen of Troy story, where, where their girl was taken and they wanted to bring her back. But it's really a part of the same story because they really want her. He loves her. And they're willing to do anything for it. So are you ready to be killed for this? You're going to be circumcised. That means you're going to be cut off from this lower side of you. When you do, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So anyways, they all get killed by, who do they get killed by? They get killed by Simon and Levi. Now, I don't even have them on the children's list yet, because all I've gotten so far is just 8. But anyways, in the main list that is out there, and I've seen several of them, and they came out, there's 2 really, but one just constantly pops in there. And it goes like this. It goes Reuben, Simon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Napoli is the 6, Gad 7, Asher 8, Issachar 9, Zebulun 10, Joseph 11, and Benjamin 12. Benjamin is the son of Rachel, I believe. Is that who it goes to? Yes, she dies when she gives birth to him. That's poetic, because this is just how it works, She had a child and then she died. But that was the one that she passed on. Now, the way this works is this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes all the way to 12. So this is how it works. This is how the code works. Behold his son. God hears on two. Levi means to join. Judah, let him God be praised. That's the 4. 5, Dan is the judge. We know that we are the judge because we're the ones that are taking this route to change these things. All right. Nepali is my wrestling. It winds up being 6. All right. That's the works. Works, wrestling, the works. That's what that means. All right. 7 is Gad. It winds up being good fortune. 8 is Asher, which means happy. That means the 8 is the control time. It's this idea of both worlds working together. So, happiness abounds. Number 9 becomes this Issachar, which means man of hire. 9. Then 10 is Zebulun, the dwelling. 10 is the beginning again. It's the dwelling. That's heaven. That's the first thing God. This is the idea. Joseph becomes 11, which is 2, and that means may God add. So you're Joseph, right? And then Joseph's right hand man is Benjamin. All right, that's the number 12, which means connecting together using that hand. And this is the Old Testament, so we're looking at this as being Benjamin, son of the right hand. So he's a messenger. That's what that last one is. Okay, so that's the 12. That is the zodiac from Aries to Pisces. All right. Now, chapter 30. When it comes down to 30, we with that Dan, Nepali, Gad, and Asher. Those are the concubines being met with the left side of the brain. This is the left side of the brain having intercourse with itself. All right. And so what do you get is you get 4. You get the those are 4. That's 4. That's the worlds. Okay. So you'll get the judge, which would be the left intellectual side, and your emotional side, which is the north, becomes the wrestling, because remember, this has to comes from the emotional side. This has to be an emotional effort of yours to change your life. And so then number 3, which would become the body itself, this is the lower or the physical side of us, is good fortune, because this is the blessing. You're the lamb of God. So this is a good thing that the body is, okay? And then what do you get from 4? You get Asher, which is the east. When you finally make it over to the other side, means you're happy, all right? Those are the worlds. When you travel from one to that's how that works, okay? So let's take it just a little past that, and we already got the 6th chakra, the 6th to the 7th. Zebulun is a dwelling. This is when you're in this the 6th. The dwelling is that little room where everyone goes to eat. This is where the table is spread out by her. This is where the food comes in. It's also where the wrath and stuff's happening. But 6 is people coming together, people growing together. This is the 6th, when everyone is coming together, because shit's gonna happen soon. All right, or something good. All right. And remember, something bad is not good. Right? Something bad is actually something bad happening is good. All right. Dinah becomes number 7. All right. And 8 is Joseph. So the ones that are not mentioned in this group become the 5, which are the brethren. All right. They're all brethren, but this 5 going to be representing the 5 aspects of you, the body, the brethren. All right. It goes like this: Reuben, Simon, Levi, and Judah. Is that how it works? Reuben. All right, maybe we got another 4 here is what it's going to come down to. But of those was the 5 is Simeon, Simon, Levi, Benjamin, Reuben, and Judah. And they just all happen to be the children of Rachel, all right, which they say is his fake wife, or his less loved wife, because she tricked him. But you have to understand that trick, this is what gives this is what gives him him, all right, and all those 5 kids. And since he really likes this other one, but that means that he's fallen for the sister, all right. We know how it all works out in the long run. These guys, mother, this Rachel and her sister, they're one. You know, they're the same energy. Whether you're taking it from the high side or the low side, not the same energy. The one is the lower side, and one is the higher side. And of course, the real wife in these stories are the main guys. All right, her and her sister. All right. And of course daughters and stuff like that become the messengers for these people. So of those guys, those 5, they can be split into just the 4. So there'd be Reuben, Simon, Levi, and Judah. So here's your 4 worlds again. Reuben would be behold a man. Simon is God hears. This idea of God hears you. This is you wanting something. This is number 2. 3 is Levi. Levi means to join. That's 3. And then Judah, 4, becomes let him be praised, let God be praised. So this is the 4 worlds again in a different direction or different manner. And the other 3, because they don't mention Dinah in these sons of Israel. We get Issachar, Zebulun, and Dinah. So here's the 3. So this would be Issachar should be like, the initiation. So let's see what Issachar means, man of hire. Zebulun means a dwelling place, which is 2. Number 2, 8. This is you, your body, where you're at. God's creation. This is a dwelling place. Which one of these kingdoms is going to be yours? And of course, we get Dinah. All right, Dinah. That's when you get joined together. She's number 3. She is this direction that we want to go in. So when they get all mad, at the end, Jacob gets mad at. You certainly went out of your way to make me stink in front of all these people. They're all going to come out here and try to kill me now. Oh, airplane. That sounds so much like the way they are. When oh goodness, when Abraham goes down into Egypt, and he's got his wife with him, says, "I want you to be my sister, or they'll surely kill me because of you, because you're so fair." So there's always this idea that, now they're going to kill me. So not Adam, but of the Adam and Eve story, we have Cain and Abel. Now it's Cain running around. Now everybody's going to be killing me. Everywhere I go, though, someone's going to be trying to kill me. It's the exact same idea, because when you find out that you're Cain in these stories, and that's how it works, if you pull out the names and find out what things are, you'll find, I'll be damned, I'm Cain. God has ordered me to kill myself. And that's how it works. Listen, none of these things ever happen. Their dark sayings are just like that. Their dark sayings means they're hidden. But this rough way of talking, is, just some things never change in our world. This going and stealing and taking your neighbor's wife and stuff like that, and here they are. He says, you should make me sore mad with all these people. Well, that's the way it is. He says, you're not going to be liked among your brethren, or not your brethren, but in your country. And that's what they did, is she went out to see the kids, see her sisters and whatever, the daughters of the land. All right. But the place where she was at, she was raped by some guy named Schism or something like that, which means shoulder. All right. He's wanting her. This is that idea of, when you bear Christ when you're bearing Christ, He was on your shoulders. It's the head above this. It's all a good thing, you know. So the rape, the consequences from this rape, um, you know, it's the counter work of a trick, and you have to understand that all of these things are tricks, you know. And when they came in, they killed all those guys and ran off, came back with their sister. All right. And the land that they were in was called Hamar, or it was a Hivite. Oh no, Hamar is the guy's father's name. This is, you know, who raped her, and it means an ass or clay. Remember your dirt, you know. All right, and dirt is the other word, and they come from the Hivites, and a Hivite means just villagers, which means from the country. So, you know, she went and shacked up with someone that, you know, that was not circumcised. And so they agreed, I'll be circumcised, you know, come over and be a part of this. But they did not know that they were going to be smited and made into one of them. And that's how it works out. So, anyways, I tell you, you know, you never really know which way these Bible stories are going to go because of, you know, well, we've been taught of one direction to get our minds all going and spinning and running off in another direction. When you finally find out where the truth is and the true directions, you've already gone so far out of your way. Well, thank God our brain's only this big, so there's not a lot of traveling. And so, you know, when you do find out the truth, I would go and seek some more of that. If it was possible, I would be thirsty for it. All right, you guys. Have a beautiful day. I'm off to work. It's about noon. It's going to take me a few minutes to see if this thing will load up or not. But best of day to you guys. And don't let the Bible bring you down. All right? It already has. Well, let it bring you down. You got to have the works, you know. It doesn't work without the works. So that means let it bring you down, you know. Give that some respect and let's not get so mad at our teacher. Remember, both sides of this Bible is a teacher, you know. So we really can't get all angry and, you know, oh, I've been tricked, oh shit, you know, because that's, you know, that's part of the plan. All right, so rest at ease, you guys that are looking for peace. I hope you find it. I really do. This is how you do it.